Tonight's class is going to be a circuit class. So you'll need the band, a little bit of a longer band, very, very light weights or cans. Running shoes are also good for stability. And then also water if you have some on hand as well. So tonight we're going to be doing about 8 different exercises, and we're going to be doing those exercises a few times, so a few rounds of those exercises, and then we're going to end that round with a 1 minute kind of mega minute of a certain exercise. So I'm going to go over some of the exercises that we're going to do before we start. So the first one's going to be a chest Y. Okay, and while I go over these here, if you can just be marching and just kind of step tapping here just so you can start warming up. So your chest Y is going to look like this. So you're going to have your feet together, your arms are going to be all the way out to the sides. You're going to come in and then you're going to come out. And then if you want a little bit more here, you're going to add a little bit of a knee bend to that. The next one we're going to be going into is going to be a row with your band. So you're going to have the band under your feet and you're just going to squeeze the arms back and release. We're going to do that one 2 times, and then we're going to go into a push-up airplane for a minute. That looks like this. So on the knees or the wall, you're going to lower, arms out, up, and then up. Okay, so that's our minute. The next set of exercises are going to be your arm raise with leg slides. So with your can or weight, opposite arm, opposite leg, just sliding and back in. Then we're going to go into one arm, one leg knee lifts. So you're staying on that same side, and then I will show you the advanced or the modifications as we go. Then your mega minute here is going to be a double arm press, okay? Then we're going to get into a lunge with rotation. So you may not want to even lunge, but it's opposite side, opposite rotation. Then the next one from there is going to be one-legged squats. So you're going to just bring your leg either up or just down to your heel, and you're just going to bend and come back up. And then our mega minute is going to be jump squats or just little squats or leg extensions sitting down in a chair. And then our last kind of couple exercises, we're going to go into our core round, which is going to be our high planks with some modifications, of course, and then down to our low planks. And then from there, we're going to move into like a mega minute of our mountain climbers, okay? Everything, please take at your own pace, your own level. Take breaks if you need to, and we will get started. So we'll just do a couple more minutes of your warm-up here, just tapping your legs side to side, and then lifting one leg, and then adding one arm at a time. Doesn't matter here if it's the same arm to same leg. Just getting the body moving, getting the heart rate up here, blood pumping. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now bring those arms all the way across the body here, and you're going to do a little bit of a knee bend with a bit of a rotation through your spine. So palms can come up to the ceiling, just really opening through the chest and shoulders, and allow your body just to naturally rotate. And you can really slow this down if you want to feel a little bit more of that stretch. One more each side here. Good. From here, step back with one leg. Both arms are going to come up here, and you're going to hinge down and then hinge up. So I'm just going to go sideways. So the idea is that you're not arching or rounding, your low back. You just want to hinge from the hip and then pull it back up. Now from here, pull the arms back. Arms come up just for 4 and back in. 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs here. Arms come back up into the hinge and then up. So imagine here that you have a line that's kind of following your spine and really focusing on opening through the hips and really feeling the stretch through the front hip, but also squeezing the glute as you come up. One more here. Now this time we're going to sweep the arms back. Bring the arms in, take a breath in, exhale, sweep back. Good, breathe in here, exhale, sweep. 2 more, sweep. 1 more, reach, and sweep. Good, shake that out here. Now we're just going to keep marching or keep jogging on the spot. So the first one we're going to get into is our Ys. Now if you don't want to use cans at all, you can also place the band behind your back and just bring the arms in like this, okay? So those are your options. Or of course no weight, you're going to place the feet together and we're going to go 15 reps of this here. So inhale, pull the arms back, exhale, squeeze. So you have a slight bend through the elbows, squeeze. Now more advanced here, You're gonna come up onto the toes, right up to the balls of the feet, and then inhale, squeeze back. So it's like you're doing a little bit of a squat, but working through that upper body and through the chest. All right, breathe in here, exhale, squeeze. Good, breath in, exhale, squeeze. About 6 left here. Keep going. So if you go anywhere between 10 to 15 or even up to 20, just make sure you don't feel any pain. 2 more. 1 more. And relax it there. Good. Shake the arms out. Drop your weights. Grab your band here. You're going to place the band under 1 foot for easier, 2 feet for more challenging. So you're going to hinge forward here. You're going to roll those arms back and release. Row and release. Good. Row and release. Row, you can come up a little bit higher if it's too much for the low back. Come up to a little more of a standing position. More challenging, go down into a bit of a deeper squat. Just make sure you're still hinged and not rounded like this through the low back. So squeeze those elbows past the ribs here. Squeeze and release. Good. Squeeze those arms back. Release it out. Squeeze and release. Good. Let's try 8 more. Good. 7. Really focus on drawing the belly in and up. Exhaling. You're already halfway there. 4, 3, 2. Drop the bum down a little bit more if you can. And 1. All right. Release it out. Going right back into that first exercise of those Ys. So working the chest here, squeezing the ankles together, arms down by your sides, slight bend through the knees, bring the arms together, and then release. Squeeze as you exhale, breathe and release here. More challenging, you can go into a little bit of a deeper squat, and you can also come up onto the balls of the feet to work the calves a bit more. If not, beginner options, just keep it like this here. Bring the arms forward and release. And of course, you can drop the weights at any time. Listen to the body here. Keep going. We got about less than 8. Squeeze those arms together. Squeeze, release. Let's go with 4. And back in. 3, squeeze. 2, think of that core engagement as well. 1, all right, relax it here. Grab your band back into that hinge. All right, so single foot for a little easier, double feet underneath, more challenging. Rowing forward. Now, if you don't have a longer band, you can just use your cans for this as well. Squeeze the elbows back, release it here. Squeeze and release. Think of sinking back here into the heels, really drawing in through the belly here. Try to squeeze the mid-back together. So think of those shoulder blades opening up and squeezing. Keep going here. Squeeze, release. Squeeze and release. Let's go with 4 more here. Pull back. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Come all the way up here. Get rid of your band. Shake that out. We're going to go into our full minute here of our push-ups with our airplane. So for this, you're either going to be against the wall, doing your push-up, and then straighten your arms out to the sides. Okay? Or, that's the modification. You're down on the knees. Most advances to the feet. Okay? So we're doing 1 full minute of this starting now. Go. Inhale. Stretch the arms out to the side. Bring them in. Push back up. Breathe and lower. Exhale, stretch. Back to center. And up. Most advanced is all the way down. You're going to let your chest fall all the way down and press back up. That's really challenging though. Find your breath. Pull your abdominals in and up. And remember too, there is that wall option. Breathe and lower. Exhale. Arms back up under the shoulders. Press up. Keep going here. Really strengthening shoulders and chest for this one. We have 20 seconds left. Keep breathing. And up. Lower. Arms out to the sides. In and up. Lower down. Stretch. In and up. 5 seconds to go. Breathe here. 3, Arms back up. 2. Press. 1 more. Hopefully those arms are starting to feel it here. Come all the way back. Shell stretch wherever you are. You may want to use a couch, chair, wall, wherever you are here, doing that shell stretch. Breathing through it here. Deep breath in and our deep exhale. All right, let's slowly roll it up. Take your time here. Grab a sip of water. We're going to go into the next round. So the next round here is going to focus on some leg work, but main muscle group is the shoulders here. So we're going to start actually not with our band, with your can. You won't be able to do this one with a band, so you may want to just use a can or no weight, okay? So what this is going to look like is you're either going to tap and just step, opposite arm, opposite leg, or we're going to go into that lunge, okay? So think of core connection starting now, lower and up. So modification or beginner here is you're just tapping, arm comes up. A little more challenging here is you're bending deep into this, and think of zipping up your leg back when you squeeze it back into the center. So think of sitting back into the heel. So watch while you bend that stabilizing leg here. You're not going over the toe. Squeeze it up. So breathe in here, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep going here. Let's try 4 more on this side. Zip it up. 3, squeeze it. 2, think chest lifted. 1, and zip it up. All right, other side. Switching here. Arm comes out, sinking back, and then in. So beginner option, just tap. Tap. Arm is coming up just to about shoulder height. And notice here the strength here of each sides here of the shoulders and the lower body, the legs. Because sometimes here you will really start to notice you might not be as balanced on one side, but your arm might be stronger. So this is really good body awareness. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze it in here. Try to get that arm right out to the side. So working more the back of the shoulders and getting down into those legs. Good, keep going here. Breathe in, exhale. We're gonna go with 4 more. Go a little lower if you can. 3, 2, and 1. Zip it all the way up. All right, shake those legs out. Gonna go right into the opposite arm and opposite leg knee lift. So we're gonna stay with one arm, the same leg, okay? So options is no weight, and you're just gonna lift up and lower down. Lift up, lower, up, and lower. Now more challenging here, you're gonna hop it on that side. Hop, and then most challenging, you can keep the arm up and just keep hopping here. And try not to fall over. You can also hold onto a wall for balance. I'm just going back to the beginner option. And you could even start with the knee if you find that it's a little bit too much with the arm. And then level 2, arm was staying up. And then the other one was the hop here if you want a little bit more power. Breathe in, exhale. So it's a little bit more for the heart rate. Really getting also into that core. Couple more on this side, and then we're gonna switch. 2, last one. All right, switch sides. Walk that out. Woo, hopefully heart rate's up here. Ready to go. All right, so other side. Opposite arm is lengthened, other leg is up, and then down. Up and down. Or you're gonna keep that arm up. A little more challenging, or you can add that hop. Think here of posture, so lengthen. Bring that knee right up if you can. Up and lower. Up. Now you can also just balance. If you find this is just even too much for some ankle stability, you can even just hold one side here and balance. All right, so that could be an option for the next round or even now. So exhale, breathe in, lift and lower. Squeeze the abdominals in and up as well as the glutes. You can keep that arm lifted if you want. I'm gonna try 4 more on this side. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake that out. Good stuff. So we're gonna go back into the lunge, or side step with opposite arm here. Okay, so it's gonna be step, arm comes out and in. Step and in. Lower if you want more of a challenge. Lower and back up. Breathe in here, squeeze. Think of sitting back into those heels. Squeeze the glutes as you drag that leg in. Use that breath. Try to get that arm to shoulder height here. Watch it doesn't go too much higher. And shift that weight back. Shift it back. Or we're just stepping and bringing it in. Step, bring it in. Let's go with 4 more. Squeeze it in. 3, squeeze. 2, 1 more. Squeeze it in here. All right, good work. Other side. Getting right into it, keeping that heart rate up. Zip it up here. Inhale, lower. Exhale in. Lower and in. Sinking that weight all the way back. Or we're just adding that tap. I was gonna say a tap and a touch at the same time, so didn't make sense there. Keep it small. Keep that arm just at about shoulder height. Keep that core engaged. And really shift that weight back on that stabilizing leg. So watch that knee isn't going too much over that toe. Slide it back, zip it up. Let's go 4 more here. Squeeze. 3, squeeze it in. 2, 1 more here. All right, good work. Okay, going into our single leg lift with the opposite arm extended. So other arm up, and you're gonna march it in and down. Up and down. So not changing legs here. More advanced, hop it up, and then extend. You can lower that arm too. If you wanna work the arm a little bit more, keep that arm up. If you also wanna keep that heart rate elevated, but you don't want that impact, that's also an option. Drive that knee right up and release. Up and lower. Lift, lower here. Couple more, and then we're gonna count it down from 4. Here we go. 4, lower it down. 3, think of power here. 2, 1 more. All right, amazing. Okay, switch sides. So other side, opposite arm here. Really bring that knee up and back. Up and back. Now you can also just tap it down and lower. Lift and lower. Or you're really adding that power and that hop. Up to you. You can also lift and lower the arm here for a little more shoulder work. Up and hold, lower it. Lift, lower down. Squeeze the glutes as you're hopping here. Squeeze and release. Squeeze it, release it down. Up, lower. Keep going here. Breathe. And up. Up and lower. All right, let's go 4. Lower it down. Lift 3, 2, 1 more. Up and down. Amazing. Okay, I'm done with that block. Going into our 1 minute of shoulder presses, okay? So options for your shoulder press. And then you can take your drink of water, but you really can take a drink of water anyways, I won't know. But for shoulder press options, you can use your band. If you don't want to use your weights, that's super tough though. Or you use your weights for 1 minute. And I'm going to time this starting now. Go. Feet together. Bring those arms in. Press it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. You're going above your head. More advanced. Sink it down into chair pose. Like your squat, up and down. So shift that weight back, right over the heels here. Breathing in, press it up and lower. Press, lower, press it up, sink it back. Or you can always do this just sitting on a chair if your legs are tired. Bring those arms slightly out in front, bend to about 90 degrees or more. Keep going here. We got just about 20 seconds left. And about 10, we're gonna pulse it. Keep going here. Breathe, press, lower. Go lower if you can. Squeeze the legs, squeeze those abdominals in and up. Here we go, pulse it. Arms 90, 1, press 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 to 10, 6, 7, keep going, 8, 9, one more, press it up and release. All right, good work. Okay, grab some water. Next round is gonna be into the legs. So mostly leg work here. So grab a drink here. So next one we're going into is our lunge with our rotation, okay? So it's gonna look like this. Arms are together with your cans or no cans, up to you. You're gonna rotate to the opposite side that your leg is back. So beginner here, you might just wanna step the leg back, okay? A little more intermediate is you're just opening through the hip, and then more advanced is you're lunging and lowering. And actually most advanced is you're stepping and then rotate. Just watch if you're stepping, you're lunging first, then rotate back to center. My arms are already killing me here, so hopefully yours are feeling the same. Twist, back to center here. So step back, lunge, rotate, back to center. Breathe in, exhale, back up, or you're just doing the slight tap with that rotation, getting into obliques, also into those quads, hamstrings here. Breathing in, exhale, inhale, lower, twist, squeeze it in here. Keep going. Think of the shoulders back. We're gonna do about 4 more of these on this side. Pull it in. 3, we're almost there. 2, 1 more here. Step, twist, and relax. Okay, that was a tough one. We are gonna go to the other side, all right? So we're gonna go with that here. And then, sorry, I just lost my watch there. 1 leg back. So opposite leg this time, arms in front. Rotating to the opposite side as well, and then coming back to center. So a little easier. Keep your leg closer to you. More challenging, you're doing that lunge, but stationary. So twist and center. Lower and center, and then most advanced, step back, lower, then twist, pull it in. Lunge, twist, back into center. So you'll be feeling this through the arms, through the legs, everywhere hopefully. Rotate through this here, back in. Inhale, lower, rotate through that spine, and inhale. Good, couple more on this leg here. Step it back, rotate it through, back in. Let's go 2 more. And in. 1 more here. All right, shake those legs out. We still got 1 more round to go. But before we do the second round, we have to do the second exercise, and that is gonna be a single leg squat here. So for this next one, so we're gonna do the single leg squat like this. So your toe is gonna be down, okay? And all you're gonna do is squat down, bring the arms in front, and then up. Lower down and up. Now, if this is too much to do squatting with the knees here, you can find a chair and just do your leg extension, okay? And then bring the leg in. Focus on squeezing the quad and then releasing. And release, okay? So if you're doing the regular squat here, your feet can be slightly apart and really focus on most of the weight is going on the stabilizing leg, and then bring those arms in front. It will help shift your weight back as well and counterbalance you. back up. Lower, and then up. Breathe in, lower. Exhale up. Lower here, and up. Good, shifting it right back, drawing the belly in and up. Let's go with 4 more. Squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, keep squeezing, 1 more. Squeeze, all right. Shake that out. All right, other leg. Let's do this. So just on the ball of the foot, or you're sitting on a chair doing leg extension, other side here. So lower, back in. Breathe in, exhale. Shifting that weight back. You can also not extend the arms as far in front if you like. Squeeze the glutes, especially if you feel like your arms are getting tired, or they can help give you a little bit of momentum here. Keep going here. Shift it back. Squeeze it right back. We have about 4 more here. 4, pull it in. 3, keep squeezing. 2, 1 more, shift it back and relax it out here. Okay, we have 1 more set of each of those exercises before we do our kind of mega minute here. So back into the lunges right away. 1 foot is back. Breathe and twist, exhale, center. Or you're doing that lunge here. So lower, then twist, back up. Lower, twist, back up. Breathe in. So this is most challenging. So it's a little more weight transfer here when you actually lift the leg. So you want to watch that you're able to track the knees properly. Any knee pain, this is probably not a good option. Okay, so you can do it either stationary, or you might just want to step back with the rotation. Arms up, twist, back to center. Open through the hips, rotate through the spine, back in. Twist, back in here. Lower, rotate. Good, keep going. We're more than halfway through this. We got about 4 now left. Rotate, shift it in. 3, squeeze it in here. 2 more. Good stuff, last one. And relax it out here. Woo, okay. Hopefully we're all feeling good. We're gonna even it out with the other leg. So stepping back, opening through the hip flexor, arms out in front, lowering down, adding that twist. Back up. Breathe in here. Add that twist. Lower, rotate through, and back up. More challenging here, add that step. Really think of lowering that knee as low as you can go. Drop the weights if you need to, just to make sure you have proper alignment. Use that breath. Keep squeezing here. Think of that upper body trying to take away from the work of the legs. And let's try to go with 4 more here, starting now. So shift it back, 4, pull it in, lower down, 3, squeeze it in, 2, and 1 more here. Lower it down, rotate through, and shake that out. Good stuff. No more lunges. No more rotations, but we do have the 1-legged squat here. So for this one here, the heel is lifted, or you're doing this sitting down here, leg extensions, okay? So single leg squatting. Here we go. So lowering down, back up. Use those arms here to help increase the challenge, increase the heart rate, but also help shift your weight back and helps prevent your knees from going over the toes. Only go as low as you feel like your knees can handle here. And you can also hold onto a wall and just do 1 arm only, and then you can switch sides if you need some help with balance here. So heel is lifted, sinking it back. Lower, squeeze it in. Keep going here. Lower down, bring those arms up. We got 4 more on this side. Back up here. 3, keep squeezing. 2, 1 more. All right, shake that out. 1 more on this side. Okay, so other leg. Shifting the weight to the ball of the foot, so lifting that heel. And we're just coming down, arms come up and lower. If you're doing the leg extension on the chair, make sure you switch legs and only extend the leg just to about knee height. Lower it back, back up. Lower, shift it all the way back. Good stuff here, keep breathing. Bring those arms right up here. Try to use the strength of the legs. Lift and lower. Lift it up and lower. Good, a couple more. And then we're gonna count it down from 4. Starting now, here we go, 4. Squeeze it up. Keep sinking it back. Keep those abs in tight here. 1 more. Up with control and all the way in. Okay. Woo! We're gonna go into that mega minute, which is a 1-minute squatting exercise we're gonna do here. Now, options. You can do a wall sit for a minute, okay? If you don't want any impact, or if your knees have kind of had it, you can even just make sure you're not on a slippery surface like this is here. I say that every time because it's always slippery. And then you're gonna shift your weight back and you're just gonna feel those legs burn here, but you can bring it up so there's not too much pressure on the knees, or you're gonna just jump it into the squats. I'm dropping weights, but use your weights here if you really want to challenge. We're going for 1 minute, starting now. So those jump squats, or you can just squat it with no impact here, or you're just doing your wall sit for 1 minute. All right, I just had to reach out at the time because I was like, what time? I looked at my watch and didn't really look at my watch. So keep going here, breathe in, breathe out. Keep that core engaged. Really go at your own pace here. So pick it up here if you really want to increase that heart rate. Land softly on those feet if you're jumping here. You can really drop that butt and go lower. Or if you're on that wall, sink it back. Shift those shoulders back. Try to drop that butt down a little bit more. Feel the squeeze and the work here happening through the quads, through the glutes, through the hamstrings. Keep going, keep going. We're more than halfway there. You got 20 seconds left. Keep it up here, breathe. Keep going. Make sure here that you're landing softly on those feet. Wide stance here, or you're just lifting and lowering. Hinge it back, 5. Almost there, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing, done. Okay, grab a drink of water here. You've earned it, big time. That was great work. We're not quite done. We do have a bit of a core block next. Okay, so, but we're taking it down, so that's the good news. So slowly make your way down to the floor, onto your mat. And we're going to, the next 2 exercises here are going to be a high plank and then a low plank, all right? So we're only doing each one of these 1 time, but it's going to be 1 minute of our high plank and then 1 minute of our low plank, and then we're going to do another exercise for a minute, okay? So that's how that's going to work. So what we're going to do is, high plank here is going to be on the feet. So this is high plank. Now some options here. You can also bend the knees into your hover. Okay, so you can go with knees bent into hover, or all the way up. Or if this is too challenging, drop the knees down from here. And you can even go into your cat and then cow. So we're gonna do 1 minute, any of those 3 options starting now. Go. So your knees are either up, you can even tap the shoulders if you want, tap the legs out to the side, whatever you want, or drop the knees just a little bit down. Or for modification here, easier option, drop the knees, cat back, and then flattening here. And you can even shift your weight a little bit and try to lift the knees. But if that's too much, just cat back and knee hover only. Good, keep going wherever you are here. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing. Squeeze those glutes here. If you're holding it, or if you're tapping it, draw the belly in and up. We're gonna go about 5 more seconds here. Keep squeezing. 3, 2, and 1. Drop all the way down, no rest. Coming right in onto the elbows. You might want to roll your mat up under this here. Beginner, you're on the knees. All right, a little more advanced. Lift those knees up, hold your plank. Most advanced, tap it out here. Or lift and lower those legs. 1 minute, so choose your options. Draw your abdominals in. Make sure that you're not hiking up like this. So keep that butt down, shift that weight forward. Draw the belly in and up. You're almost there. 40 seconds left. Keep going. Remember your beginner option down to the knees. And you can keep lifted here. Keep lengthened. We're almost there. Keep squeezing. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lift up and press out of those elbows. Press out of those feet if you're up on the feet here, tapping it out. You have 20 seconds. You can do it. Keep going. Keep lifted. Keep breathing here. Hold. Almost there. Almost there. We're so close. 3, 2, 1. Drop to the knees. Pull it all the way back. And rock it side to side. Amazing work. We're not quite done. We have 1 more minute. Sweat is dripping off of my forehead here. So that was a lot of work. Okay, so I'm changing it up. I'm changing the minute that I wanted to do. And instead we're gonna do this one. So knees are gonna be in about 90 degrees here. So hopefully everyone can see me. And all you're gonna do is extend one leg out. I'm just losing my mic, and then back in. But it's like you're swooping that leg down, meet it together. Swoop and meet it together. So beginner here, arms are down by your sides in a T position. And really think of keeping that collarbone wide. A little more advanced, you can start with the legs straight at about a 45 angle here. And then you're gonna think of reverse scoops. 1 leg at a time here. So I haven't even started the clock. So if you've already been going, good for you, because we're gonna do an extra 10 seconds. Starting that clock now, go. So make sure this does not hurt the low back. So if it does, and if your low back is arching, bring those legs closer to you. You might need to bend the knees a little bit. We all have different alignment here in the spine and all different levels of strength. So just do what works best for you. This is working that transverse abdominis, so low abs here. You can also keep those arms up overhead. If you would like more of a challenge, we have about 10 seconds left to go. Really focus on those low abdominals. Squeeze and scoop them in. Squeeze and scoop. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, amazing. Hold the legs wherever you are. You can bend the knees if you need to. And we're gonna hold this 10 seconds. Keep holding. Feel those low abdominals engaged. Draw the belly down towards the mat even more. Lower the legs a little bit lower if you can. 5. Keep holding it. 4, 3, 2, and hug those knees in. Give yourself a huge hug. Rock your knees side to side here. Just really allow that low back to go into the mat. Taking a deep breath in and a deep exhale. And you're going to extend one leg all the way out to the floor. Keep the other knee into the chest. So how is this feeling through the hip, through the back? check in with that. And just do a few little circles here as your heart rate starts to slow down. And then we're gonna switch it up. So switch, other leg extended here. Pull opposite knee into chest. Take a deep breath in. And a deep exhale. And reverse circles here. So definitely a harder workout to start our session with, and it's midweek now, so it's tough with energy. I notice midweek the energy can be a little bit lower, but it's a great way to end your day. So you guys should be so proud of yourself. Hug both knees into the chest. Stretch both arms out to the sides. You're going to drop the feet down and then allow the knees to roll to one side. And then you can bring your entire body with you. And then you're going to stretch your other arm. So your top arm is going to lift here. And you're just going to stretch all the way back to do a bit of a spinal rotation here. Look at that opposite arm if you can. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly bring the knees back to center. Roll it all together to the other side. And then really big circle, open up through the shoulders. You're going to look towards your opposite arm here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep exhale. Good. Slowly come back to center. Cross one leg over the opposite thigh. And you're going to hug up and under the thigh here for your butt stretch. Try to flex both feet if you can. And just breathe here through this. Think of opening up. Think of that figure four here happening through the hip, through the knee. But don't force that. Good, and then ease out of that. Switch legs. Other leg over. Pull it back in here. And just take a deep breath in. And a deep exhale. Notice how this side feels compared to the other. Where are you feeling that tightness here? And release out of that. Okay, from here, you're gonna roll yourself up. We're not quite done. I would like to do 3 more stretches on each side. I know we're getting close for time here. But I wanna start with a quad stretch. I'm gonna show you a couple options. So quad stretch can either be standing, bringing one leg back. Okay, so I'm holding on to my ankle here. My knee is close to my opposite stabilizing leg. Or I really like the kneeling quad stretch, but this has to be okay for your knees. So it really depends if you're able to kneel like this and you're pressing your foot against a wall, a couch. You're thinking of opening through the hip because it also gets into the hips and really deep into the quads. Good, so take a deep breath in here and then exhale. And now if you're kneeling, you're gonna do your hamstring just like this. If you're standing, I'm gonna show you the standing option in a sec. So hamstring, toe is lifted and you're on the heel. Standing looks like this. So lifting the toe, digging into that heel. You might wanna hold on to the wall or something beside you. Deep breath in. Good, and then exhale, ease out of that here. And you're gonna switch legs. So either standing quad stretch, other side. All right, or kneeling quad stretch, all the way down. And just opening through the hips here. Take a breath in and a breath out. I can't remember if that was the same side I did. Both quads are super tight, so I have a feeling it was the other side still. We'll see. So wherever you are here, just breathe through it. One more deep breath in. Good, release it out. And then into that hamstring, so toes up. You're feeling the stretch now through the back of the thigh. So 3 bellies here to this muscle. Tuck those toes up to the ceiling. dig through that heel, take a breath in here, or you're doing this standing. I'll just quickly demo that here. Just like this. And just sinking down into the stabilizing side here, digging into that heel, one more breath in. Good, and exhale. We're gonna do one roll down here. So come back to standing wherever you are. And then from here, you're gonna reach both arms all the way up, take a really big deep breath in. And then exhale, release. And then just give yourself a really big hug here, just for a bit of rotation. So this feels really good to help open up that thoracic spine. Just go very slow. So I was going a little too fast there. So you can really slow it down. Notice here if you feel any stiffness here, any rigidity here. Bring your arms back to center. Take one more deep breath in, reach them up, and exhale all the way down. And we are done. Thank you everybody for participating tonight. Great job, and we'll see you next week.